Hello, everyone. My name is Brennan Marr. That noise you're hearing is my ventilator. Welcome to Only What You Take With You, presented by Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. We are 2 days away from Christmas. Um, and so I wanted to celebrate Christmas by wishing you all a Merry Star Wars Christmas. Um, One of the things that I think about a lot at Christmas is family. And I believe it was Carrie Fisher in the behind the scenes reel from The Last Jedi. I believe she said, in the end, it's all about family, or something to that effect. And honestly, I really do think Star Wars is about family. Now, one of the things that goes on at Christmas is that some people don't always have the best relationships with their family. And in this case, we're talking biological family. Now, I have been very, very blessed. I belong to a family that love each other, and we love to be together. Politics doesn't come up. We can all talk about religion because we're all pretty much on the same page there. And so we enjoy being together, and honestly and truly, we love each other, and we love being together, and there really aren't any buried anger in there. Not everyone is so blessed. A lot of people have family that they're related to that they don't like necessarily. But when we talk about Star Wars being about family, more often than not, it is about found family. Now, obviously, there are the families that we're born into. We can either have a good relationship with them or not. And then there's the families that we find. And I would define family as the people who love you unconditionally and the people that bring you joy. Star Wars has shown us many times the joy of finding a family. So if you go back to the original trilogy, Luke is an orphan raised by his aunt and uncle. He has a good relationship with Aunt Beru, but maybe not so much with Uncle Owen. Though to be fair, Uncle Owen, as curmudgeonly as he might be, loves Luke and wants the best for him. Unfortunately, Uncle Owen and Aunt Brew are killed, leaving Luke alone. But what does he find? He finds a grandfatherly figure in Obi-Wan, and he finds Leia and Han, Chewbacca, R2-D2, and C-3PO. That's his found family. And they look out for each other and they care about each other. You go to the prequels. Anakin doesn't have a dad. His mom is a wonderful, wonderful lady. But she knows that he deserves a better life. He goes away, but what is the family he finds? Qui-Gon Jinn becomes somewhat of a surrogate father. Obi-Wan becomes like an older brother type. And he also finds Ahsoka. And, of course, Padme. He finds a family. Obviously, he makes some bad choices. But he did find a family that loves him and cares about him. As Obi-Wan says, you were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. And of course, his relationship with Ahsoka, the only person who even got close to letting Anakin out, really was Ahsoka. Okay, then we jump to the sequel trilogy. Rey is an orphan. Her parents are dead. She wants to be part of the family, something bigger. But often she ends up looking for it in the wrong place. Or thinking that her parents were these great heroes of the galaxy. Honestly, though, they were great heroes, just not in the way she thought. But she finds Finn. She finds BB-8. Eventually, Poe. She finds Han Solo, who acts as like a father figure. In his Han Solo way. Luke, of course, who Leia has to kind of snack out of it. Or, well, not Leia, but Rey has to kind of knock in that, snap Luke out of his grumpiness. And then Rey finds Leia, who becomes her Jedi Master. And Chewbacca. You know, when Han dies, Chewbacca becomes Rey's loyal sidekick. So, yet again, Rey finds a family. The dark side. Keeps telling her that she's a nobody and that she's alone. And obviously that's a lie. We jump to things like The Mandalorian. Mando's an orphan. He has a family in the Mandalorians, but he doesn't always get along with them. But then he finds Grogu and he becomes like a father. And I mean, you get it's Christmas time, so you get your Star Wars themed postcards of Mando and Bo-Katan as basically mom and dad to Grogu. Which, in its own way, they do find family with Bo-Katan. You get Boba Fett, whose father is dead, he finds a family with the Tusken Raiders. Certainly you get Ahsoka and Sabine become kind of a family, and Ezra. You get the characters from Rebels are a very tight-knit family with mom and dad and the kids. And so Star Wars is really about, in all of these cases, it's really not so much about biology of who you're related to. It's about finding the people that are your people, finding a family. And as we see, those take on a variety of forms. But yet again, they are all family. So if you find yourself in a situation where your biological or given family isn't functional, look for the friends and loved ones who are. And family really is about who you choose it to be. And particularly at Christmas time, it can be very stressful for some people dealing with family, particularly if it's a biological family that's not functional. Christmas is about so many things. Certainly, from a religious point of view, I believe in Jesus. I believe he is the Son of God. I believe that he is our family and that we should want to be in his family. But even if you don't believe in Jesus or in God, Christmas is about family. And your family are those who bring you joy. So, Star Wars has so many lessons to teach us. But one that stands out to me at this time of year is family. And finding the place where you belong. And as Ray learned, you're not a nobody. You're not meaningless. If you find those who care about you, you have found your family. So, Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you for the amazing 8 seasons of this podcast. I'm thankful for the family I have found through this podcast. Our buddy Eli at Star Wars in a Galaxy. Jared at the Nerd Academy podcast. Scotty and Jerry at the Bombadcast. Ken, Joseph, and Jennifer at Thor Center. Alex and Molly at Star Wars Explained. And so many others. My friends at the Let's Get Ready Network. My friends at Dorina's Coven. Yes, I am part of the Coven. My good friend DJ Bruja. The list is endless of those who I count as my Star Wars family. Merry Christmas to all of you and all of you listening. Thank you for being my family. And of course, a particular shout out to our good friends at The Blathering. My name is Brennan Marr, that noise you're hearing is my ventilator. Thank you for tuning in to Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. And this episode of Only What You Take With You. Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you.